Hello, I'm gonna say I'm gonna talk about Pokemon leaks here, or just leaks in general. So if you don't really want any of that, you can click off the video. This past weekend, as a Pokemon fan, was a wild one. There were a lot of unexpected stuff that happened during the leaks of stuff, and it was really it came out of nowhere too. I originally wanted my quarters during the weekends, but the house was a little bit too noisy for me to even do that, so I'm doing this at 2 o'clock in the morning. But during that time, the leaks got more crazier and crazier, so I have more time to go over what I want to go over. And yeah, here we go. So the first thing of many that caught my eye is a quote-unquote collaboration with Ilka, those guys who made Pokemon DPSP. A lot of people question that, but that's the point. Saying that they're making a more battle-focused game. I kind of joked about it being, actual Pokemon Showdown, but in the files, it's really a quote-unquote MMO game, which is a type of battling style. And a lot of people who play MMOs are actually intrigued of this idea, including me. Like it's something a little bit more new to the franchise. Well, Fire Pokemon games are not really new at all, with Pokken and other spin-off games. But this type of game, I'm kind of interested as to where this even goes. However, though, the person who posted said it isn't 100% an MMO, but it's just like a battle-like type of game, where the leaker claimed that will work as a quote-unquote Splatoon-like game, which I don't even know how that even works, but in future times we'll see. But let's just move on. Stuff just got even more crazier within either midnight Saturday or like really early Sunday, or at least somewhere where I was asleep, where a bunch of beta shits just came out of nowhere with a bunch of Pokemon, and some of these Pokemon being Darkrai, Gallade, Staraptor, and the most funny, Wotan. There are also a couple of Pokemon that are in the beta files but has yet to be an official Pokemon game, or they're either just scrapped. Some of these changes too are pretty drastic, such as Mudkip, or that rabbit is I think hold of Mudkip, and Cacturne. Cacturne is a crazy one. Others I see is Blaziken or Latias, which is basically a fusion. It's supposed to be like that, but they changed it to two different Pokemon. So yeah, there's another screenshot say more Discardmon, but I sense that this one should have been Manectric, but I am not too sure. And then the couple of beta Pokemon trainers related to the Gen 5 Pro tags. And yeah, but my favorite one out of these beta leaks is Skylar, where I'm not even joking. In the files, Skylar was stated as quote unquote a sexy pilot, and not just that, a Hispanic one as well. So if you're Hispanic or Latina or someone in that type of region, there you go. I really like Skylar, so seeing this make me like her even more now. It's just a win-win in my state, even though in my opinion she is nowhere near as parent levels of godness. But that's another video for another day. Like, there were a lot of information and a lot of just stuff just spewing out there, like to a point where I'm not going to mention almost everything I'm just gonna mention the ones that stood out to me. Where allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly in some of these cases, allegedly there were Pokemon Z2A leaks where we gonna have Mega Zygarde and Mega Zero, and it was originally gonna be released this year, but due to last times where they released something as planned of the same year, it didn't go so well to the general public. So I think they want to settle down a bit and create something that Pokemon fans really wanted, that Pokemon fans just really want, something like an actual good Pokemon game, or something that a lot of Pokemon fans want. So it can't be cursed by Pokemon Game Freak's laziness for its modern Pokemon games. I really would, but I think you guys get it. Also, there's some Gen 10 stuff even though we're in the second year of second official year of Gen 9, even though we have a couple months left, and then the last year will be the official last year, or I think it will be the official last year of the Gen 9 era, because these generations go for 3 years into another 3 years into another 3 years. Here's another scrap Gen 5 line, which looks like a placeholder, or I feel like this looks like a placeholder for the Pokemon Seismitoad. But that's how I see it, because it kind of looks similar like that. Yeah. However, though, these leaks took a very, very dark and weird turn, and to the point where it is still one of the most talked about things that came out of these phenomenon of leaks. And it's going to be a doozy. What I'm going to talk about is more sexually involved. If you're kind of comfortable of that, especially in a Pokemon standards, you can either A, click out the video, or B, skip to this time you're seeing right here. Anyways, let's do it, I guess. There was some crazy Pokemon lore or crazy Pokédex entries, but none of them, or at least I see, compared to some of these that you see right here, especially with the Slaking story. Dear God, bro. It's difficult to even explain the glimpse of it. But I think a woman became unconscious right next to a Slaking, and then she became pregnant and gives birth to a Slakoth. Okay, which is basically just the Slaking did some stuff with this woman, which is pretty much because she is unconscious of a lot of I don't even know what to even say about this one. It's crazy. It's not just the Slaking story too. There's another story from Octillery, of all Pokemon, with similar stuff, which also have versions of Rapidash and Lapras. Latter, I have a plush in my room, which scares the shit out of me. But arguably, and in my opinion, unfortunately, the most talked about thing during this whole Giga leak with bunch of better Pokemon and crazy shit like that is Typhlosion's case, for all the wrong reasons. And the reason why Typhlosion is in a lot of conversations is something similar to what I said about Slaking, Rapidash, Lapras, and also Ursaring. I think you guys are getting an idea here. But this one's specifically messed up due to the Pokemon character actually being a child. and giving birth. Like, who wrote this shit, man?
Look, some people need to be gone, bro.
I know they're scrapped and unofficial, but if the people see them, it's not gonna stop them, like at all, to have some things to say, including me, where I kind of joked about, oh, Cinderways doesn't do that shit. Even though it's kind of fair to assume, because a lot of this shit might be decades old, but still, shit like this getting leaked is kind of crazy. I don't know how this even happened in the first place, but it did. And also couldn't stop the quote unquote jokes that some of these Pokemon fans will make after this information, where some of these jokes are intact with the whole Vaporeon copy pasta joke that's been going on for years, and more recently the more quote unquote ain't nothing like a Diddy party jokes for similar reasons.
Oh, hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so
yeah, that's what's up.
Not only these jokes hit on Typhlosion, even though Typhlosion 1 is the one that got hit the most. It's also the other Pokemon that I mentioned earlier, such as Slaking, Lapras, Rapidash, Octillery, and Ursaring. Notice that Hypno isn't in that list. It's kind of crazy, but at the same time, I can't find it sad, because those Pokemon reputation will get ruined within seconds, maybe minutes, but it'll probably get ruined like pretty fast after this information got out, where it shouldn't have been got out, but it got out anyways. It's to the point where people will actually start building Pokemon Showdown teams, where I'm gonna say this: if y'all actually won these types of teams, I know who you are. I just know who you are.
This is to the point where artists have to close comments due to them not wanting to deal with degenerate comments.
At the time I make this video, there's still new information of the Terra leak still going on. Like, it's still going on. I think they're in the X and Y stages, where you see other beta Pokemon such as Beta Helolisk, and also a scrapped evolution called Mega Jinx, which had the Magikarp ability. Kind of raised the potential, honestly. And at the time we're recording this, it's where it's at the moment. Really good chance that it is going to be updated. If it's updated with some crazy stuff, I'll probably fit it in. So yeah, and with the amount of information going on pretty in a quick matter, good chance that it'll be like that. And that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And it's Forza Pro here, and I'm out of here.